This is the coached example for review lesson 11. In this review lesson, we're going to be adding and subtracting decimals. Two examples for you in this coached example. This first one's a word problem. It says Maya bought a scarf and a hat from two different stores. The scarf cost $32.18. The hat cost $19.86. How much did Maya pay in all for the scarf and hat? In this problem, we're going to add the decimals because it uses the words in all. We're finding the total for both, given the part that the scarf cost and the part that the hat costs. So when you add decimals, you have to make sure that you line up the numbers vertically by their decimal points and by their place values. Then, like always, we're going to start from the right and we're going to work our way to the left. So if we add 8 plus 6, we get 14. 1 plus 8 plus the 1 we carry over is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 9 is 12. Carry the 1. And then 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5. We have to make sure we bring our decimal point straight down. And in this case, we're talking about money, so we're going to add the dollar sign on it. Maya paid $52.04 for both the scarf and the hat. Now the second example is also a word problem. This one says, the bill for Jack's lunch was $15.47. He paid with a $20 bill. He wants to give his change as a tip. How much will he give? In this case, we're going to subtract. We're finding what's left over. Again, like you do when you add, you have to line up your decimal points in the digits. But with 20, since it's a whole number, we assume that there's a decimal point and zeros behind it. We line up the numbers by their place values, and then we subtract. But in this case, we're going to have to do some borrowing because we don't have enough to take 0 minus 7. And the place value that we have to start from is clear over in the tens place. We have to make that a 1, make this a 10, borrow from that, making it a 9, making this a 10, borrow from that, making that a 9, and this a 10. And now we can subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3, 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 5 is 4, and 1 minus 1 is 0. Again, we have to bring our decimal point straight down. So Jack's leftover amount would be $4.53. He would give that as his tip. When you're adding and subtracting, it's going to be very important that you look for keywords that tell you when to add and when to subtract. Make sure you line up your place values and your decimal points.